Welcome back to the Second Generation Podcast with myself and Abbas. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about pressures as black teenagers, as well as Muslims living in the UK,
as well as education, as well as career-wise. Let's get right into it, man.
We'll start off with race here.
Yeah.
As a black man or as a black boy or teenager in the UK, what do you feel about being a black man, or your experiences, whether you're proud to be black, just how you feel about it?
Well, like how I feel about being black.
Yeah,
I feel like being black is amazing. I love the melanation.
Melanation.
I love the melanation.
Great noise and that.
Of course, it comes with a lot of pros. It comes with quite a few difficulties as well.
Yeah.
In this modern day society, especially with knife crime and that, people thinking you associate with certain people you might not. I feel like a lot of us go through those type of struggles, as well as expectations. With expectations, I feel like we're forced to grow up quicker.
Yeah, because of African parents, right?
Exactly. With the experiences we go through, with maybe even the workload, like working at home. I know certain guys are pressured into working pair.
Word.
But yeah, man. How about you? What do you think about it?
I'm proud to be black. I love being black.
Yeah, I love being black.
But I can't lie. Like growing up, it has been hard because obviously I'm dark skinned. You're dark skinned as well.
Yeah.
Like you've had those times in primary school when the lights go off and people say, where's the dust?
You don't get that no more.
No?
You don't get that no more.
Nah. People have started.
It's cause you're older.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Bro, secondary school, I still hold that.
Yeah.
I still hold that corn.
Right. Yeah.
I used to hold it with colorism. I used to hold that corn.
People used to just not like dark skinned people. But now it's like a whole trend.
We're on top.
Skin guy,
I can't lie, we're on top now.
Huh?
We're on top now. I can't lie.
Yeah. We're doing our thing.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the dark skinned girls though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're less represented in everything.
Well, how do you think they feel? Like, I feel like some black girls feel like black men don't find them attractive.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It's to do with the whole like social media, like light skin, everything to do with that. Because black men, you see these black celebrities getting with light skins.
Yeah. And
everyone, they're not getting any love at the end of the day. And it's kind of peak because there's like dark skinned guys.
Do you think in this generation black men are now fetishized?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like the white girls, they're like, I want a dark skinned man. I want to, it's just they like the idea of having a dark skinned person instead of us as a person and a character. Like people have a criteria. I want a 6 foot, dark skin, maybe tall, lanky, whatever.
Waves.
With waves, yeah, and a beard. Yeah, man, it's so unrealistic. But yeah, it's just making them. It's an unrealistic target at the end of the day, and I don't agree with it. But society is society.
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
Now back to the colorism thing. Back to the colorism thing though. What's the most creative jokes you've been hit with?
Creative?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've all gotten this, but people calling me Blickichu. You got that?
No, I haven't got that, man.
You never?
I haven't got that.
Oh, man.
Man said Blickichu, though.
Blickichu was the one.
Man said Blickichu.
The thing is, this even continued into secondary school. It was like...
Man said Blickichu.
Yeah, Blickichu.
I can't lie, that was funny, I can't lie. Blickichu.
Nah, man. What else was there? There was Blickichu. There was... There was so many. There was so many, but I just can't think of any right now. Yeah, but I feel like the peakest one was like when the lights went off, because
the lights.
When the lights turn off, you're usually watching a film and stuff.
Yeah,
so you know
that was there when you're watching the movie. You're like,
where's
here we go again.
Yeah,
you know that was there.
Like where's the need? Like you just need to embarrass me in front of the whole class. I'm like, nice one. You got your laughs. You happy now?
Yeah.
But that's it's changed. It's changed. 2021. Everyone's more PC. Everyone has to be, you know, politically correct.
Yeah.
And everyone's more sensitive.
Yeah.
But that comes with pros and cons, of course. But you know, I actually miss the dark humor side of like the back in the days. Yeah. Because nowadays you can't make any dark humor jokes. Not to do with colorism or anything. That can go. Yeah, that can go. But you know, all of the other types of jokes.
I do think it still is an issue for young kids that may not be able to handle it well.
Exactly. Yeah. Mental health bad.
Exactly.
But what's the worst thing anyone's ever called you?
The worst thing?
Yeah.
Oh, from another black person.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not even anything bad like that. Like
really?
Probably just like them camouflage jokes. You know them camouflage jokes? You haven't been hit with that?
No. Wait, I might have.
What do you mean camouflage jokes? Like say there's like a black thingy behind you.
No,
like a black ball behind you.
It's the hair. Because you know how I have black hair.
Oh yeah.
They say it's camouflage. Oh, why are you laughing?
You're bold, so bad. I know. Even though it's funny, I feel like it is still a big problem in our society, colorism, since other black people are ranking each other due to the colour of their skin.
Yeah.
And I feel like that actually stems from like slavery.
Yeah.
It stems a lot because the darker you were in slavery determines how bad you were treated. Exactly. Yeah, it was.
Mad.
So if you were dark skinned, you would be treated very badly.
Mad.
And if you were light skinned, you'd be treated like badly, like a slave, but
you're still kind of white. Like
exactly,
like
not as bad. So I feel like in this generation now, that same concept has kind of stemmed into our own brains and our own societies. So now we be making fun of each other, even though it might be a joke. I feel like that's kind of ingrained in that.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's like we've become desensitized.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of become internalized within us. Like it's just normal to make colorist jokes. Or it was anyways.
Yeah.
Like during secondary school, primary school.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that should change. But in terms of education, like what pressures or expectations do you face? Like
do I face? Yeah. I'd say not too much. Only the grades.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of, maybe even everyone, not even just black.
Yeah.
Not even just black and.
Because I heard black Asians as well.
Yeah.
Like their parents can be.
With the grades. You know when you bring your report card home.
Yeah.
Your parents say, let me see that. They see 4s, 3s, 2s, 1s. You're failing this. Then it's tough. I can't lie. But yeah, that's the only thing. What about you?
One thing that I'm annoyed with, it's just I was annoyed with. This is during secondary school, and there was a time where I wasn't getting the best grades.
Yeah.
And like every time I was studying, I'd be studying for hours. And then I'd have breaks, And then my parents would choose to come in when I'm having those breaks. So it makes it look like I didn't do any work at all.
Oh, that's so.
And they're like, yo, you're always on your phone. You're always watching something.
My dad's like, is this phone gonna help you in the future? You know that? Oh my days! It's so annoying when your machine works, then you go take a break, and your parents like, and your dad comes and he's like, what are you doing? You're not working today.
Yeah, but I don't have that problem anymore because I think I've kind of proved to him that I don't need to work 24/7 in order to get the best grades.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm lucky for that.
So you gain more responsibility.
Exactly, as I've grown older, I don't need to go to my parents, or I don't feel like I need to ask. I just tell them, you know what I mean? Like if I'm going out, I'm gonna be like, Mommy, Daddy, I'm going out with some friends. Yeah. Instead of can I go out with some friends? But of course, if I'm going to somewhere far, I'll ask them, of course, and for money and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel with it.
Yeah. That's also because you've gotten older in that. But yeah. But see with the educational system. Yeah. Do you feel like we have pressure to stay in it until we're like 25? So like in aspects of like university.
I know that African parents hold very high expectations for their children, and it's good, because it pushes them.
It does.
But there's one thing, setting your children on a certain career path, let's say forcing your child to become a doctor, or to become an accountant, to become a dentist, a lawyer.
Yeah.
From that, there's two results. Either your child does that, or they rebel on the extreme side, where they don't listen to you anymore.
Either it goes really well, really badly.
Exactly, yeah. So I feel like that's the pressure all African children face. To do with choosing their future.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you like our future being controlled like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it can help.
Yeah.
Because they have struggled to get us here, and they have more knowledge and stuff.
Yeah.
It's better.
So you're saying they have more control over what we pick for our careers when we grow up?
Mostly. Because for me, I wanted ever since a young age, I wanted to go into I wanted to be a businessman, and that was mostly around my dad doing like accounting and stuff. And ever since, I've just wanted to stay to the financial sector because of my dad. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. He hasn't even controlled me in that sense. He just guided me.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is good.
100%.
What about you, man?
I feel like it depends on your parents, innit? I feel like they do have a right to give us directions of the path they want us to go through. Obviously we're still the ones doing it, but they do have a right, especially since we're second generation immigrants.
Second generation podcast.
Second generation podcast. Coming from
Africa.
Yeah, they're coming from Africa. Imagine how hard it was for them to grind and then come here, get a bunch of jobs and that.
Yeah.
And then raise us themselves.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean? That takes a lot of courage and that. So, yeah.
Especially in a world where with social media and that you can easily access material that's inappropriate. It's very hard to raise a child in these times. Imagine for us in the future. Do you know how hard that will be?
It's going to be so difficult. You're going to have to cut off the internet. Man.
That's, I don't think I'm going to have the internet for them until the age of 7, 8, 9. So they can, just get accustomed to life and what it really means.
Yeah. But in the aspect of religion, our third module, what pressures do you think that
religion places on us?
That religion places on us, which society kind of goes against the grain.
I mean, we're living in the UK, which is a Christian country, innit?
Yeah.
But how we're living in the West, it's more secular. Religion has less importance on us today.
Yeah.
Well, not on us directly, but on the country as a whole.
Yeah.
So you see people wearing, clothing that's not the most modest.
Yeah.
Timetables is very Christocentric, based on Christmas and stuff. Uniform is very, westernized and stuff. And just to do that, it just goes against us, right?
Yeah.
Because as Muslims, with Eid, that's during the school time. So you have to miss days of school.
Wait, I swear the next Eid is when is it?
It's during the holidays, but it's
during the holidays.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
But if you get to let's say you're in year 13, and you have Eid, most of the time Eid al-Fitr is during Ramadan. That's during the summer, and that's exam period.
Yeah.
So imagine you can't celebrate your religion, unless you want to miss an exam.
100%.
It just goes against the whole grain.
With fasting, what do you think about fasting? Because fasting is usually in the exam period as well.
Exactly, fast. Oh gosh.
Were you fasting during your exams?
During my mocks, I did fast. It wasn't the most hard because it wasn't that hot this year. Yeah. But I can't imagine what it must have been like for all of them people saying proper exams.
Exactly.
Let's say last year where it was hot. But yeah, that's my opinion. But also, so I'm gonna say, but that's what I wanted to say. What do you think in terms of religion and it on the education system, just in general, those pressures on you?
Yeah, as you said, since we're not in a Muslim country or anything, Oh yeah, one thing that you said about the uniforms. That's a really important topic, because I know certain schools. There's some schools in London that don't allow hijab.
Oh, in the UK?
Yeah, in the UK.
I thought that was only in France where they banned hijabs.
People don't know, but there's some schools in London that don't allow. I'm not gonna say the names, but that don't allow hijab. That's crazy. They don't allow it till like year 11, 12. No, year 12, I think. And by that time, they're not even gonna want to wear it anymore, because they've done 5 years without wearing it. So then that's literally reverting them from their whole religion. I know there's some schools that don't allow certain black hairstyles.
Exactly.
There's a lot of them.
Like afros, right?
They don't allow plaits. They don't allow braids.
Do they even allow twists?
The same thing? No, fam. Just like low, because even if you search up unprofessional hairstyles on Google, have you seen it?
It all comes up with black.
Have you tried it? It comes up with black hairstyles. It's long. I can't lie. So that's one big issue that we face.
Of course, you're coming with the high top. I'm coming with the no trim.
Come on, man. We have halal hairstyles right now. I can't lie.
Do we? Yeah, I guess we do. But I've heard that apparently I don't know if it's sunnah or if it's haram not to, but to have even hair.
Bro, I've heard about that. I'm not even sure. You could not even quote me on that. We'd have to ask an imam. I can't.
Yeah, but that's one thing. Like, I wanted to talk about halal versus haram.
Yeah.
Because there's halal foods, there's haram foods. Yeah. But like with schools, I feel like we still lack progression in terms of getting a menu that's all inclusive to Muslims.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have vegetarian options, or when they do, it's not. I mean, you don't have halal options for Muslim students, like halal chicken and halal meat on your. Does your school have that?
No, fam. They used to say, no, we used to ask you
have to get vegetarian, the dead vegetarian.
The lunch lady, if the burgers was halal. Yeah. You know, sometimes they lie.
Yeah, I know.
I can't lie. Sometimes they lie.
And the thing is that sometimes you take your word for it, because you're like,
so it's halal now. Say it. It's a lot of that. If I eat this, Allah's watching. Can't lie.
It's not my fault. You said it was halal. No,
you know the ones there, like especially like the beef burgers and that. So the only because I don't even have school dinners just for that reason. Because there's nothing for me to really eat.
Yeah, that's the same with me in secondary school. Like, I literally made my own food to bring to school. And luckily, my sixth form, they have, because it's a large Muslim population at the school. Yeah. They do have halal options, which are the same as non-halal options. But the vegetarian options used to always stink. Like, they always trash.
I only had like paninis, fam.
Yeah,
paninis were cool. Paninis were cool. Like our school paninis were
really
cool. I can't lie. Okay. They were busting. I can't lie.
The sandwiches as well, you could only get tuna, mayo.
Yeah.
But there was some halal like chicken mayo sandwiches. I don't like chicken mayo, man. Chicken mayo is actually, I don't like it.
Yeah, I never even tried that. I can't lie.
Alright, so talking about vegetarian foods. What's your opinion on vegetarian sweets?
My opinion on that's a techie one still. You know the ones there where you're just searching for the halal sign.
Yeah.
And the sweets are even looking so scrumptious. The sweets are even looking so delicious. Like, and then you look at the back. You see, when you look at the back of the pack and add the ingredients. And you're reading and you're like, okay, I haven't seen any pork gelatin yet.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any pork gelatin
beef
yet.
gelatin kind of like.
And then you see, I used to argue about beef gelatin. I used to be like,
people used to tell me.
I was like, nah, it's halal.
It's from
people
beef.
telling me it's halal, it's not pork, it's beef, it's cows.
Yeah, beef, yeah. People used to tell me about beef gelatin's halal, like midget jams, I used to have beef gelatin. Yeah. And I was like, but gelatin's gelatin. But I get the argument, like, pork, it's not made from pork because, pork is big, but I guess it's to do with how they killed the animal and beef, how they get it.
Even if it's beef.
Yeah, even if it just depends on how, exactly. It's just like chicken.
Yeah.
Like, it depends on how you kill the chicken.
Yeah.
That's what makes it halal or not. But there was always those times, where you'd taste a sweet, or you'd have a sweet, and then you're like, this is too nice to be halal.
It's too chewy, fam.
It's too nice to be halal. So you turn over the back and you realize, it's
of course
it's not halal. Yeah,
it's too good to be true.
Yeah,
but halal Haribo, halal Haribo's actually bar.
Which one? Spaghetti ones?
Nah, the spaghetti ones are bars. I can't lie.
Spaghetti ones
The
bang.
spaghetti ones aren't even
They
on.
banged.
The spaghetti ones are like, they're just a cheap little option there.
What?
The proper ones. Have you had the halal star mix one?
Nah, I didn't even know that was a thing.
There's a halal star mix.
Actually, I might have tried it once with the eggs in it.
The tropical fruits, yeah.
Ah, man.
There's the strawberry ones.
Gummy bears were halal, right, as well?
Yeah. But I had too much of them when I was younger. Have you ever been to a party, like, and then like when you was younger, and then they'll have like the mini packets, the mini Haribo packets?
Yeah, and then they the drumsticks as well, right?
Yeah.
And what was it? It's like Mayums.
Yeah, Moams.
Moams. Oh my
One day
God.
I snuck like 1, 2 tiny Haribo packets to my yard, and I hid it under my pillow, and I was like,
Yeah.
tasted bath.
Whenever you did that, you would feel so guilty, no?
You would feel so good. The guilt was just crazy. No, I only actually found out beef gelatin was not allowed like 2 weeks ago. Remember that time I was eating jelly babies.
Yeah.
You're even here. I was eating jelly babies, and I went to my mum. And I said to Drummond, "Do you want some in it?" And he was like, "Oh, what's in it then?" And he was like, I said, beef gelatin, but beef gelatin's halal. He's like, "Oh, that's not halal." Blah, blah.
So you finished what you were chewing. Well, you had 10 more, and then you threw the rest of them.
No, I did. I had like 2 more, and then I threw the rest, man. I could have finished it, but I thought, you know what? Let me just
that's true.
dash the rest.
But it's the ones where like when you're at the shop here and you're looking at the ingredients label, you're like, your eyes don't see gelatin until you get home and start enjoying it. That's when you'll start clocking. Wait a second.
Trust me.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but moving back onto like pressures and expectations.
Yeah.
Do you feel like social media has played a huge role in like expectations for us?
It has. It's played a huge role because there's people on there that portray a certain life that they're not actually living.
Exactly. Instagram free pictures, right?
Exactly. On Instagram, people's stories, driving rentals and that.
Yeah.
That they own the car but they don't.
Exactly.
Snap when they're living like this, like a party on one weekend, but snap the rest of their life.
Exactly.
They've only got a boiled egg, Cadbury Sun and what's in their face more time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So, yeah, man, I feel like it imposes like false pressures that we shouldn't have in ourselves. That we scale ourselves according to other people.
That's true.
But yeah,
it's
man.
like forced us to believe that we must live a certain life to be happy.
Yeah.
Like you see, social media only gives you 1 second of someone's life.
Yeah.
Which is an unrealistic portrayal of their life because, you know, as you said, the rest of their life, you know, just sitting down in Indomie. But but it's just affected like us young people in a way that, you know, other generations haven't, like designer clothes.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's like, you must be wearing some type of clothes to be cool, or to be seen in a certain light. Like, it's not good on people's mental health, especially because they're straining. They want to do illegal activities to get money to buy these, you know, material items,
just to show someone, like,
exactly that you're cool.
I'm rich.
Yeah, I'm cool. I have money.
Like, exactly that.
I have drip.
But just like it's that exact saying, don't go broke trying to
look rich.
Look rich. You know,
and, it's killing people. It's killing people.
It's killing our people, man. So overall, do you think we talked about 3 different stuff? We talked about racial pressures. We talked about career pressures, and we talked about social media pressures and expectations.
Yeah.
So which one of those 3 do you think has the most impact?
I feel like social media. Because we're surrounded by it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, everywhere you go, you see someone on social media. You have social media so easy to access, and you're able to see so much explicit content and inappropriate stuff.
Yeah.
But I also think race is a huge factor because, you know, in the UK, black men have to work twice as hard as a white man to get to where they are. Yeah. And, you know, black women as well have to work especially harder to be successful. Yeah. And, you know, so those are the 2 that I'd say are the most important, or the most that have the most impact on me.
So you said social media and
racial, next.
Yeah, I think I'll back that. I think I agree still.
What even was the other one?
The other one was
education.
Yeah, education.
Oh, education.
I mean, education. I mean, education is the start of our.
That's true.
Our whole life, technically.
But education also links into like racial because racism's institutionalized.
Yeah.
Yeah, it links.
Not everyone goes through education.
Exactly.
It's too tough. So, thank you for tuning in with the Second Generation Podcast, aka the Second Gen Podcast, featuring me, myself, Abbas, and the boy
Abdullah.
Tune in next time. Thanks for watching. In a bit.